welcome you all to the second episode of Warangal. From the 1000-pillar temple, we reserved an auto rickshaw for 150 rupees to reach the Warangal fort. The stone boundary wall in the middle of agricultural fields indicated that we have reached our destination.
समोसा कितना?
समोसा
हाँ 10 की 4 लीजिए। 10 की 4 क्यूट समोसा।
समोसा समोसा
Once, it guarded the beautiful fort, but after widespread destruction, the very purpose is lost. We headed towards the ASI maintained spot of the fort and on our way paid a quick visit to the Kush Mahal.
After conquering Warangal, the Delhi Sultans made this Kush Mahal as a public darbar.
Online ticket is only 20 rupees for Indian citizens, and we finally got to see the famed Torans of Warangal.
From the earlier scriptures, we come to know that Warangal was under the Rashtrakoot, followed by the Chalukyas and then the Kakatiyas. Under the Kakatiya dynasty, some great architectural work like the Ramappa temple, the 1000 Pillars temple and the Warangal fort
Were constructed.
The Yadavs, Pandyas, Hoysalas and the Kakatiyas were ruling southern part of India when the general of Alauddin Khilji, Malik Kafur, entered the stage. This famous eunuch single-handedly destroyed the Hindu kingdoms and also the Warangal fort. During the first siege of the Warangal fort, Malik Kafur took away the prized Kohinoor to the Delhi Sultanate. The third siege of the Warangal fort was done by the Tughlaq dynasty. At the center of the fort lied the Swambhu Shiva temple. The Tughlaqs very fast understood that the Kakatiyas derived their sense of power and authority from this temple, and that is why they razed off the entire temple complex, leaving only 4 stone Torans, which is now the emblem of the newly formed Telangana state. But why didn't they leave the Torans? Maybe because it does not contain any religious symbol. Maybe for that. Only that is left inside the entire temple complex. It's very sad. When I was a student, the subject which I disliked the most was history. So almost after 10 years that I have completed my education, and after getting married, when I started visiting different places in India, now I realize the importance of history. It gives me goosebumps to see the architectural wonder, architectural beauty. I only knew that Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world, so I used to think that that is the most beautiful architecture of India. But as I started exploring, I understood that how rich our culture used to be, and it has been plundered and looted multiple times. So after all the lootings and everything, today we are in a sorry state of affair, but still we are developing. It takes years and sometimes centuries to build a splendid architecture, and if you want to see that how it can be raised off in few days, then you should come in Warangal Fort.
With broken pieces all around, we moved on with broken hearts to find the boulder from which the city of Warangal got its name. The huge boulder inside the fort complex was popular among the locals as Orugallu, which in local language translates as Oru meaning van and Gallu meaning stone. In course of time, Orugallu became Warangal.
The Warangal fort covers an area of around 20 kilometers, but we only saw the Swambhu Shiva temple complex, and nothing of the other structures are remaining over here. We came to Ekashila park, and from the top of this small hillock we are trying to locate the other ruins. The 2 Torans of the temple complex can be seen from here. In the lake, which people are at present enjoying boating, at the center of the lake there is the statue of Rani Rudrama Devi, and only lush green vegetation can be seen,
revealing the beauty of Warangal.
Rani Rudrama Devi was the daughter of Ganpati Dev, the greatest ruler of the Kakatiya kingdom. It was during her rule that the famous explorer Marco Polo reached the Kakatiyan port Motupalli. Inside the Ekashila Children's Park, on top of the boulder, there is a small Shiva temple, though devoid of the Shivling. With a heavy heart, we finally bid adieu to this heritage city, still untouched by commercialization. Before it becomes too touristy, do pay a visit, as it is only a night's train journey away from the capital city of Hyderabad.